am Ashley with TWM News. You can call me Ash, call me Ash Rose Nova. I'm here with a man that is incredibly popular overseas, Bhupinder Gujjar. I've seen him live. He's fantastic live. I've seen you multiple times live. How are you today?
Hey, Ashley, I'm doing great, and thank you so much for this great intro. And thank you so much for having me on your podcast and channel.
Yeah, sure thing. First, the way, I like to run through things. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, of course, involving your career, impact, and
Mhm.
then we have a few questions from the community as well, Impact Faithful.
Sure,
All right.
let's do it.
All right. So I've noticed you've been going after that digital media championship. Are we going to
Yeah.
see you as the next digital media champion? What are your chances or do you believe in Joe Hendry?
I was about to say like I believe in Joe Henry, and he's a good friend of mine, and I like we had like a small segment on the last loop when I had a chance to work with him. But wrestling is a competition. In future, if I get a chance to have a match with him, I'm down for that. But definitely, I believe in Joe Henry. He's a great guy.
Well, there we go. I mean, I don't know. I've seen you pretty, persistent on getting that championship.
Yep, I really want to have that championship on my shoulder for sure. But now Joe, made me confused.
Hey, I'm sure he would appreciate the competition. And they always say the best matches
Hmm.
are of course with friends or someone that you know very well that you have good chemistry with. So I think that's definitely going to be a match that the fans
Yeah,
want to see. So,
exactly. Definitely, it's going to be a good match if it happens.
well, are there any other titles you have your eye on besides digital media?
Actually, I always wanted to have a Impact World title championship around my waist. But I know I have to wait a little bit. I have to go through, some of the top guys in this company from Impact Wrestling. But yeah, X Division Championship. Oh, I'm excited for that. If I get a chance, I'm ready to kill it. And now I'm preparing myself for X Division Championship. So you never know what's coming next.
Hey, that title has fantastic history,
Hmm.
no limits, I believe one of the sayings was like, there's no limits, but all they had was hope. So,
Yeah.
that I think is, something to really take in consideration. And I think, hopefully we get to see you as X Division champion, digital media champion. I think those are both fantastic titles. I love
Hmm.
that digital media came as a new belt. So far, how are your experiences coming into Impact? How are you feeling? Do you love it? Do you enjoy it? Have you, interact?
Oh,
How do you feel about the fans?
it's amazing. Like I was just waiting for you, like to ask this question, if because working with Impact is like my dream job, and I'm loving it, and I'm grateful and thankful for this opportunity. I always wanted to work with Impact. Like from my young age, I know about the TNA, but I had no clue like how I'm gonna make it. But hey, I'm here. And backstage is like everybody is super, super helpful. The work environment is great. You can do whatever you want, and there's so many people there to help you out. And yeah, I'm in great hands, and I think I'm lucky and great enough that I started my career from Impact Wrestling, and definitely I'm learning from the best, and I want to be the best. So you know, it's great to be a part of Impact Wrestling.
I'm really happy to hear that. The fans I've noticed they've really taken to you very quickly. Impact Faithful as far as, in the States and in the United Kingdom. A lot of people don't know this, but you're actually very popular in your
Oh
home
yeah.
country in India.
Oh, in my country.
You're very popular. You're a very popular man overseas.
Oh, I don't want to say anything. I just giving my 100% trying to be the best, and I think people really liking it, and they like my wrestling style. And yeah, I think you know it's hard to move outside the country and when you want to pursue your career because it's whole new country and just moving, just leaving everything behind and pursuing your career in pro wrestling and then and you know even as an Indian it's hard to get the visas. Let's say if you want to work in states, then you need work visa from states. It's hard, like, but uh, with the grace of God, I'm here, and I think that's why people from India, they really appreciate it and they really like in it because I think it's a great way. Impact gave me the opportunity to represent India at international stage, so I'm trying to do my best.
Well, you're doing a good job, and I do have a question. Uh,
Hmm.
I first saw you live when I went to Dallas, uh, during Lone Star Stampede. You had that fantastic ladder match. Now, I
Thank you.
overheard that you were a boxer at one time. Is that true?
Yes, I'm a kickboxer actually, and I'm a national level kickboxer. I have won double gold medal in 2016.
I wasn't sure. That was, surprising to me. I just overheard it. Uh,
Okay.
so that's why I was like, you know what? I'm going to ask, because I don't think it's something, a lot of people know about.
Hmm.
And, just to go from something, like that to pro wrestling is,
Hmm.
it is a bit of a difference. It is a bit of a leap, but the athleticism's there, and that's what's important.
Yeah. It's when I started like as a sports person, I want to do a pro wrestling, but back home the opportunities are limited, right? But I just can't sit home. Like I wanted to do something, and then I started a bodybuilder first. I did a couple of competition for bodybuilding, but I wanted to do something where I can use my body. So I like boxing and kickboxing. So 2016, I won a double gold medal in kickboxing, and then at the same time I was training for pro wrestling too. But in 2017 December I moved here, and then I pursue my pro wrestling career like more seriously. And then yeah, with the grace of God, I'm here.
Now, you said you watched TNA growing up.
Mhm.
So, who stood out to you? Who was your inspiration from TNA? While you were a child, growing up, watching pro wrestling, who inspired you?
Smo and Joanne, Kurt Angle, like these two guys. I used to watch them, and even I don't even I didn't even know their names when I was kid, and I was like, okay, these guys are like so amazing, so strong, build up, and they are moving in a ring and doing amazing stuff, and I was like, I want to be like them, and I think you just need an inspiration, and I got it from them, and till now I'm just watching, watching and trying to learn from them.
Now, is there anyone in particular you want to face? Whether it be Impact, the independent circuit, because we do have a a good portion of Impact talent also works in the indies as well. Like they go through Revolver, they go through AAW. Is there anyone you have your eye on that you think you can have a good exchange of holds with, who you can have
Uh,
that in-ring chemistry with?
Actually, like right now with Impact, the getting the opportunities is easy for me, so I would love to say like I want to work impact people first because here I have more opportunity, and here like it's easy for me to get all those matches. So I would love to face Josh Alexander, Rich Swan, and there are so many other guys in wrestling and Impact Wrestling which I never get a chance to wrestle.
I mean, Impact always has so much talent, going
Mhm.
in and out. You know, it's very inspiring to see the roster change and how great they all are.
Mhm.
I'm even talking about from our women's division, the knockouts division, to our X Division tag team, Impact has the most stacked roster, I would say,
Yeah,
and
and
that's my
it's
opinion.
no, you are right, and it's my like early in my early career, kind of. I just started like this year, right? So I want to have a match with one of the best guys, so I can learn from them. I can grab some stuff from them, and I can then work on my own thing. So I think uh, the reason of my success is like I get a chance to work with one of the great wrestlers, and I have learned from them a lot. After matches, I'm always making my notes, and after having a matches with all these top guys, then you realize like what do you need to work on. You know what I mean? And then it's a big deal in itself. It gives you uh, it's make me kind of want me like I wanted to work more and more hard. You know what I mean? Like to because I wanted to wanted to have like the best matches of in my career where I can remember and I can learn from them. So yeah, if I get a chance to work with Josh Alexander, that would be great. And I know somewhere down the line I'm going to wrestle him.
Yeah, absolutely. And Josh is a fantastic competitor. I've interviewed
Yeah.
Josh. Uh, you know, he's a great champion,
Hmm.
and
No
I,
doubt.
yeah, and you'll have that opportunity. There's always those open challenges, and also, who knows? 2023 is a new year.
Yep.
It could be your year. We don't know yet. We just gotta go with the times, go with the flow. But
Exactly. You never know what's coming next.
now, speaking of impact talent, talent in and out. Now, I noticed Raj and Shira were over there
Hmm.
quite some time, uh, trying to get you to go to their side. Any chance we may see you and Raj maybe tag team down the line? Or
Maybe down the line, but for now, I don't think so. Because right now, I think I'm doing pretty good, and it depends, maybe, but I can't say anything about that. You know.
I
I
know.
just want to work. For now, I just want to work on myself, and I wanna have one of the best matches, and I wanna work with one of the best wrestlers, and then these guys are also great wrestlers. But if I have to get a chance to match with them, I'm ready.
Absolutely. I'm just saying because when you got there, they were persistent on getting you on their side, and you
Yeah,
were not having it.
yeah. For now, I just wanted to work by myself. I think I'm good alone for now.
Oh, you
Let's
are
see.
absolutely, but yeah, I just felt the need to bring it up because they were trying. They were very
Yeah.
persistent. So
Yeah, they tried but never get as successful in this, but you never know, you know.
that's true. Uh, so well, we'll go. We have a few questions from the community.
Hmm.
Uh, let's start with MCWA Pro Wrestling. Their question for you was, because I always like to ask the community, give them an opportunity to feel included, because I always feel community is important.
For sure. Sure.
Uh, do you predict an Impact tour of India in the future, or at least an Impact show one day?
Yes. In future, yes.
I think it'll be great.
Um,
They love wrestling over there, from
People
what I
want to
hear.
see it. They have, they have, I think I was telling someone before, so people are like asking me every day, like, hey, you guys have any plans when you guys are coming down here? Because we want to see some live wrestling. Because they love wrestling so much, and they always ask me because now we have a show in India. It's called Pehlwani Pataka. It's an Indian term, like in Indian
Mhm.
language in Hindi. So that show is in Hindi, so people can relate more and more with Impact Wrestling now. So they know like what's going on backstage. They know what's the storylines are going in. They know what's happening in Impact. So they are waiting for these show to happen. But I'm sure that we're gonna have something, some shows or some live events and Impact definitely in near future. Don't know the dates though, but definitely near future.
Near future. I'm glad you brought that up too, as far as the show. Um, is, what's, what have you learned as far as, working with Impact? This is,
And
another question.
yeah, the now like with this, I want to add on like the Indian has their own shows, and now Impact signed a deal with DAZN, which is like one of the biggest, platform for any of these sport, and especially Impact Wrestling going to be on DAZN. So, people can watch more and more. So that's one of the that's a great news for Impact and for DAZN and for the viewers too. So now Impact is going to be in like over 170 countries. So couldn't be better than that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad to hear that Impact is just doing so well over there. And, I'm happy to hear that, of
I
course.
personally got so excited when I heard this news, like the zone signed a deal with Impact. I was like, okay, let's do it now. We're gonna do like 200. We're gonna put our 200% now, because now more and more people going to, watch us, and now we can give them great shows, which we always try to do. But it's a great news that we are working with the zone now.
Absolutely, and of course, Impact, you can watch it on Impact Plus. You can
Impact Insiders.
Insiders on YouTube. Be an Ultimate Insider, you get all the shows for Impact Plus, and you get to chat with the community. And of
Hmm.
course, we're at DAZN now, so
Yeah,
that's absolutely fantastic. It's a great start to a upcoming year. Now,
exactly.
another question is from J Bone from the TNI community, their
Hmm.
podcast. He wanted to know, how did you come up with your finisher, because it's one of his top favorite finishers now.
Oh, I'm glad that I'm so happy that people are liking my spear, like the gargle spear. So I had this idea, but I wasn't sure that I'm gonna do it. But my friend, sorry, one of my friend, uh, he's Impact Wrestling star too, Joe Doring. He helped me with this finisher. So he told me like, if you want to do a spear, like why don't you just do from second rope? I was like, I had an idea. Let's do it, kid. So he helped me to kind of, polish that move. So Joe Doring, like he's my buddy, and he helped me with that. I had an idea a little bit, but then he helped me to, came out with that finisher.
You know, uh, Joe's going through a tough time right now. You know, uh,
Yeah, prayers
with
for him, and
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
I pray that he's gonna be back soon. He's going to be, in good health, in good condition, and yeah,
Yeah,
it's tough time for him.
yeah, and I'm confident he's gonna
Yeah,
beat this again. He's a tough man,
he's a
tough
tough
and
man, definitely. Yeah.
tough, strong man, and of course, buy the merchandise at Shop Impact that supports him. And of
Hmm.
course, Scott Demore also put out a tweet about a GoFundMe now.
Yeah.
So by all means, if you can,
Yes, guys,
support him.
please, yeah, try to show some love and support Joe.
Yeah, because he's a phenomenal wrestler.
He's
And I'm glad to hear, that he helped you out, when you came in. And of course, I
yeah.
always ask this question, which is, do you have anything you want to say, words of inspiration, for your fans that will be watching this?
Uh, Definitely, I want to say that if you guys have your dreams, please work on them. You have to find your own ways. I know it's tough. I know everybody have bills to pay, and it's hard to make it in any sport, or if you have any dream, just work on it, yourself, and try to find a different way to do it, and never quit. And yes, if you guys are going through any, you know mental kind of I don't want to say like illness, but if you have any problem or any kind of uh, negativity going in your life, just talk to your um, close ones, talk to them, those who are close to you, and any problem is not the problem which couldn't be solved. It's just a matter of time, and you know, it's a bad time for some people maybe, and it's gonna pass. So stay strong, stay healthy, and keep working on yourself.
You know, I always say, everyone's a work in progress. We're all
Mm.
a work in progress. Um, and I always tell people, regardless, that dreams come true. Now, they may not come true as you expect it, but they
Yeah,
do come true.
they definitely do come true. You know, it's timing. Sometimes you are just feel like you are giving your 100%. But on the other side, I would say like, if you quit after a year, what are you gonna say about it? If you just keep going through your hard times, a day definitely gonna come when you're gonna get all the opportunities. You know, I was doing this sports for 11 years. Maybe people don't know about it. I was into sports for 11 years, and 2018, I get a chance to work with Impact first for a couple of shows, and this year, 2021, I signed a full-time contract with Impact. So personally, I can say that dreams do come true. You just have to work on yourself and have to figure it out your own way.
And I couldn't say it any better. Thank you so much for joining me. Uh, Absolute honor talking to you today. And of course, watch Impact Wrestling, Impact Plus, YouTube, Access, and now DAZN. So once
Yes.
again, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ashley. Thank you for your time and having me.
Absolutely.